Silence for Lambs.
No, it's Lions for Lambs.
Lions for Lambs.
I wish it had been silent.
Just talked a little less would have been good.
Yeah, what? Did you guys not like this movie?
It was okay, but it's literally people sitting around in a room talking about politics. It's CNN.com, the movie.
Wait, did you like it?
Yeah, actually, I liked it
He
quite
loved
a bit.
it.
Really?
I loved it. It was like 3 plays interwoven together to make one rational political argument.
My favorite of the 3 stories was Meryl Streep interviewing Tom Cruise, who's a senator, who wants to break the story to her about the new strategy they got in Iraq. And I'm only telling you because you were the reporter who helped me get to where I'm going.
All right, so now that we have the other one, which is?
It's Robert Redford talking to a student who's kind of up, who he thinks can be a better student. And he gives him an anecdote about 2 earlier students he had who were brilliant, who pulled themselves up from the ghetto and then decided to join the army so they could fight in Iraq.
Not only the ghetto, but the barrio.
The ghetto and the barrio.
Which brings us to our third story, which is?
About those 2 students over fighting in, well, I guess they're in Afghanistan, and they're on a mission that just goes completely foobarred. And they're pretty much stuck with 2 broken legs as the Afghanis are descending on them with guns.
And what brings that all back around is the fact that those guys were the spear tip of this new initiative laid out by GOP Senator Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Which is not terribly believable.
There are certain parts of the movie that I think are brilliant because the dialogue is so good.
It is.
And then you get to these points where, I love that whole thing of that kid and Robert Redford talking back and forth to each other. I thought that was a great section, but then, and even Tom Cruise and what's that girl's name?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, what's that girl? Meryl Streep,
what's that girl?
nominated like 14 times for Oscars.
Oh, the hell.
In case you forgot who Meryl Streep was.
Her and Tom Cruise, great section right there. And I think that was probably the strongest point of the movie. But when you got to these 2 dudes, man, Derek Luke and that Mexican guy, everybody sees.
That dude that played Army on The Shield. I don't know his name.
Even they had really good parts in that section. But we get to this whole thing of, again, the sacrifice made by soldiers, and it's just drawn out in the most maudlin way.
You know what? I really enjoyed the bit with Meryl Streep and Tom Cruise. I mean, a lot. Like, for me, a whole movie could have been built around that, and I would have been into it. And normally I'm into the movies that are, based on plays or built around plays. But this one overall just didn't do it for me.
That sequence was very taut, and it's building and building, but then it felt to me it just kind of petered out at the end of it, and you're waiting for more, and there is no more.
And if it takes 10 years, that's how long we stay. We do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
You know what? This would have been really nice 2-3 years ago when it would have actually mattered. Now we're just kind of waiting out this presidency to end, and we're all just kind of sitting around going, yeah, you know what? I don't want to pay $8 for somebody to remind me something that I already know.
Yeah, pretty much.
You summed it up. That's
No,
perfect.
Yeah.
But I think it was a really, really good for what it is. I give it a strong matinee.
I give this a rental.
Yeah, this is definitely a rental movie for me as well, which is a shame because there is good stuff here.
I got to go solid on rental as well. I mean, it's a movie you sit at home and watch. Even if you're into it, it's really a rental movie. There's no reason to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
I just want to say something, though. It's kind of off topic. Tom Cruise got some big-ass teeth, man. I just really did not notice until now.
Thank you so much for bringing that up, because I noticed that it was distracting me through the whole movie, how him and, Robert Redford had fake teeth.
It's like, it is almost like because they were never seen together, Tom Cruise and Robert Redford.
But they switched teeth. The budget could only afford one set of teeth.
Yeah, the movie's so big that they could only afford one set of choppers.
It's Polygrip, the movie.
Trying to make it